हेलो दोस्तों, आप सभी का स्वागत है मेरे इस यूट्यूब चैनल पे। मैं आपका दोस्त विवेक दे आज फिर से फ्लूइड मैकेनिक्स का जो सीरीज चल रहा था उसका पार्ट 2 लेके आया हूँ। और जो अभी तक पिछले वाला मेरा वीडियो नहीं देखा है वो प्लीज़ जाके देखिए। और चलिए बिना टाइम वेस्ट किए वीडियो को शुरू करते हैं। आज का पहला क्वेश्चन, अ पीजोमीटर ट्यूब इज़ यूज्ड ओनली फॉर मेजरिंग मॉडरेट प्रेशर। द लिक्विड यूज्ड इन मैनोमीटर शुड हैव high surface tension. A manometer is used to measure pressure in pipes and channels. Now question number 54. A manometer is used to measure high pressure. A manometer can be used to measure vacuum pressure. Agree or disagree? आंसर होगा agree. A differential manometer is used to measure difference of pressure between 2 points in a pipe. The intensity of pressure on an immersed surface dash with the increase in the depth. So the intensity of pressure will increase in the depth. So the formula is P is equals to rho G H. That means if we will increase the height or depth, the pressure will also increase. Now question number 58. The total pressure on a horizontally immersed surface is WA x bar, where W is equals to specific weight, A is equals to area of immersed surface, and x bar is depth of the center of gravity. Okay. Now question number 59. The total pressure on an immersed surface inclined at an angle theta with the liquid surface is. So the answer will be WA x bar. Now question number 60. The point at which the resultant pressure on an immersed surface acts is known as center of pressure. The center of pressure acts dash the center of gravity of immersed surface. Answer will be below. Question number 62. The depth of center of pressure h bar for a vertically immersed surface from the liquid surface is given by the formula Ig by Ax bar plus x bar. So this will be the right answer. जहाँ पे Ig है मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया, A is equals to area of the immersed surface, x bar is depth of the center of gravity. Now question number 63. The center of pressure for a vertically immersed surface lies at a distance equal to dash the center of gravity. So the correct answer will be option A, Ig by Ax bar below. Question number 64. A vertically immersed surface is shown in the figure. The distance of its center of pressure from the water surface is. Option B will be the correct answer. That means this is x bar, means we have to find the center of pressure. So the center of pressure will lie in below the center of gravity. Suppose this will be the point. Okay, so x bar, this is x bar, and this is d square by 12 x bar. Okay, so the correct answer will be option B. Question number 65. The depth of center of pressure for an immersed surface inclined at an angle theta with the liquid surface lies at a distance equal to dash the center of gravity. So the correct answer will be option A, Ig sin square theta by Ax bar below. So the center of pressure lies below the center of gravity. Next question. A vertical wall is subjected to a pressure due to one kind of liquid on one of its sides. The total pressure on the wall per unit length is. So the correct answer will be option C, WH square by 2, where W is the specific weight and H is the height of the liquid. Now next question. A water tank contains 1.3 meter deep water. The pressure exerted by the water per meter length of the tank is. So in this question we will use the formula this WH square by 2. So we know that W, that means specific weight of liquid, which is 9.81, and H square, H is given 1.3 into 1.3 square divided by 2. So we will get the answer, and the answer will be 8.29 kilonewton. Question number 68. A vertical wall is subjected to a pressure due to one kind of liquid on one of its sides. The total pressure on the wall acts at a distance dash from the liquid surface. That means there is a vertical wall और जिसके एक तरफ लिक्विड है, कह रहा है कि टोटल प्रेशर कहाँ एक्ट करेगा. So total pressure will act 2h by 3 distance from the water surface, means this is a 2h by 3. This will be the answer. Now question number 69. A vertical wall is subjected to a pressure due to one kind of liquid on one of its sides. Which of the following statement is correct? So option C will be correct. The pressure on the wall at the liquid level is 0 and on the bottom of the wall is maximum. मतलब बॉटम में सबसे ज़्यादा होगा और उसके वाल पे लिक्विड लेवल पे 0 होगा. ठीक है. अब क्वेश्चन नंबर 70 पे आता है. When a vertical wall is subjected to pressure due to liquid on both sides, the resultant pressure is the dash of the two pressure. So it will be the difference. Correct answer will be difference of the two pressure. Now question number 71. In a lock gate, the reaction between two gates is, that option C, P by 2 sin alpha. Okay. So where P is equals to resultant pressure on the lock gate and alpha is the inclination of the gate with the normal of the side of the lock. Now next, the water pressure per meter length on a vertical machinery wall of a dam is. So option C will be the correct answer. WH square by 2, where W is the specific weight and H is the height of the liquid. Now क्वेश्चन नंबर 73. तो इस पे हमको मैच कराना है. 4 ऑप्शन है. द वेट पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम ऑफ अ लिक्विड इज, सो इट इज नोन एज अ स्पेसिफिक वेट. ओके. द यूनिट ऑफ सरफेस टेंशन इज, सरफेस टेंशन का यूनिट होता है न्यूटन पर मीटर. द यूनिट ऑफ प्रेशर इज न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर एंड द प्रेशर इंटेंसिटी एट एनी पॉइंट इन अ लिक्विड इज WH. चलिए ठीक. क्वेश्चन नंबर 74. द स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ अ डैम इज चेक्ड फॉर all of these, means tension at the base, overturning of the wall or dam, sliding of the wall or dam. So all of this will be the correct answer. Now next, when a body is placed over a liquid, it is subjected to gravitational force and upthrust of the liquid. So the correct answer is true. Now next, when a body is placed over a liquid, it will sink down if. अगर कोई लिक्विड पे हम बॉडी रखेंगे तो वो किस कंडीशन में सिंक, डूब जाएगा. When the gravitational force is more than that of the upthrust of the liquid. जब ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स अपथ्रस्ट फोर्स से ज़्यादा होगा उस कंडीशन में बॉडी लिक्विड में डूब जाएगा. When a body is placed over a liquid, it will float if. बॉडी किस कंडीशन में लिक्विड में फ्लोट करेगा? जब ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स इज लेस देन द अपथ्रस्ट फोर्स. जब ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स अपथ्रस्ट फोर्स से कम होगा उस कंडीशन में बॉडी फ्लोट करेगा. Now 78. When a body is immersed wholly or partially in a liquid, it is lifted up by a force equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by the body. This statement is called Archimedes principle. Okay. Now next. The tendency of a liquid to uplift a submerged body because of the upward thrust of the liquid is known as a buoyancy. Yes, agree. It is known as buoyancy. The force of buoyancy is always dash the weight of the liquid displaced by the body is always equals to. And this is Archimedes principle. The body will float if the force of buoyancy is dash the weight of the liquid displaced more than. The body will sink down if the force of buoyancy is dash the weight of the liquid displaced. बॉडी किस कंडीशन में डूब जाएगा जब फोर्स ऑफ buoyancy लेस देन द weight of the liquid displaced. Okay. Now 83. The center of gravity of the volume of the liquid displaced is called center of buoyancy. The center of buoyancy is the center of area of the immersed body. Correct or incorrect? And the answer is correct. The buoyancy depends upon the buoyancy किस पे डिपेंड करता है? Weight of the liquid displaced. Now there is a numerical question. Question number 86. A uniform body of 3 meter long and 2 meter wide and 1 meter deep floats in water. If the depth of the immersion is 0.6 meter, then the weight of the body is. तो हमको पता है प्रेशर होगा WA(x बार. इस फॉर्मूला से हम प्रेशर मतलब वेट निकाल सकते हैं. तो इस W का मतलब होता है स्पेसिफिक वेट ऑफ वाटर दैट इज 9.81 इंटू एरिया मीन्स 3 इंटू 2 जो कि दिया हुआ है, और एक्स बार की जगह पे हम 0.6 डालेंगे 0.6. सो वी विल गेट द करेक्ट आंसर. तो इसमें आंसर आएगा आपका ऑप्शन नंबर सी 35.3 किलो न्यूटन. 87. When a body floating in a liquid is given a smaller angular displacement, it starts oscillating about a point known as. That point is known as metacenter. Now next. The metacentric height is the distance between the. Metacentric height किसके बीच का डिस्टेंस को कहते हैं? So the answer will be option B, center of gravity of the floating body and the metacenter. The line of action of the force of buoyancy acts through the center of gravity of the volume of the liquid displaced. True or false? The answer will be true. The metacentric heights of two floating bodies A and B are 1 meter and 1.5 meter respectively. The correct statement is. So option C will be the correct statement. The body B is more stable than the body A. So जिसका metacentric height ज़्यादा होगा वो ज़्यादा stable होगा. If a body floating in a liquid returns back to its original position when given a small angular displacement, the body is said to be in stable equilibrium. If a body floating in a liquid does not return back to its original position and heels farther away when given a small angular displacement, the body is said to be in neutral equilibrium. Yes or no? So the answer will be no. 93. If a body floating in a liquid occupies a new position and remains at rest in the new position when given a small angular displacement, the body is said to be in dash equilibrium. Neutral will be the answer. Now 94. A body floating in a liquid is said to be in neutral equilibrium if its meta center coincides with the center of gravity. This will be the correct answer. Okay. Now question number 95. A body floating in a liquid is said to be in stable equilibrium if its meta center coincides with its center of gravity. True or false? So it is false. Coincides नहीं करता है. A body floating in a liquid is said to be not in equilibrium if its meta center lies below its center of gravity. So this is true. Agree. Statement is true. 97. A submerged body is said to be in a stable equilibrium if its center of gravity dash the center of buoyancy lies below. Now 98. The time of oscillation of a floating body is given by the formula. A. A is the correct answer. 2 pi root under k square by hg. Okay. So where k is the radius of gyration of the floating body about its center of gravity and h is the metacentric height of the floating body. Now there is a numerical question, question number 99. The metacentric height of a ship is 0.6 meter and the radius of gyration is 4 meter. The time of oscillation of the ship is. टाइम निकालना है, हम लोग इस फॉर्मूला का यूज़ करेंगे. ओके, सो वी हैव द मेटासेंट्रिक हाइट, दैट मीन्स h is given and k is also given. That means what we will do, 2 pi, 2 into pi, put the value of pi and root under k square, k and the value of k is 4. Okay, so that means 4 square by hg. H is 0.6 and we know the value g, that is 9.8. okay, after solving this you will get the answer. So the answer will be option C, 10.4 सेकेंड. सो इस वीडियो का लास्ट क्वेश्चन चलिए देखते हैं. द क्वांटिटी ऑफ अ लिक्विड flowing per second through a section of a pipe or a channel is called discharge and is measured in cubic. The answer will be true. इसी के साथ वीडियो अंत होता है. और अगर अभी तक आपने सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो प्लीज़ फ्रेंड वीडियो को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और अपने दोस्तों के बीच शेयर कीजिए. और फ्लूइड मैकेनिक्स का मोर देन 350 क्वेश्चंस का सीरीज ये जो चल रहा है, इसमें साथ दें और घर में बैठ के पढ़ाई कीजिए. जय हिंद, जय भारत.